Few people truly understand it, but everyone can sense that there's something vaguely unpleasant. Some might even say sinister hidden in the question, how are you? It's like a social virus, seemingly harmless, but with the potential to spread awkwardness and discomfort. Personally, I think this innocent-looking phrase secretly claims an automatic right to dominance, therefore constitutes a direct violation of a person's personal boundaries. It's not just a question, it's a power play disguised as politeness. Now, according to my very humble opinion, you can ask how are you to your own child, because it won't change the fact that you already have full parental authority over them. You're already in charge. This just confirms it, like stamping a document with approved. Parental tyranny, version 3.0. But asking it about someone else's child, that's just bad manners, and possibly a minor breach of international etiquette law. Picture this, you standing there, smiling awkwardly, while the child's parent gives you a look that could freeze lava, and directing this question to any other adult is, at the very least, a sign of ignorance, and at worst, a blatant display of disrespect. It's the conversational equivalent of knocking on someone's door at 3 a.m. to ask if they've seen your lost hamster. So, next time the urge strikes you to casually drop a "how are you" on someone, perhaps you should resist the temptation. Instead, try something more neutral like "how's everything going?" It's much safer and universally acceptable. You might even avoid a small interpersonal disaster. After all, a person might reply with something along the lines of "as bright as soot in a coal mine." And the more enlightened ones might even fire back with a cheeky "why do you care?" Exactly. Why do you care? And since when did you develop such a burning interest in their private life? Are you writing their biography, planning their funeral? Just curious. By the way, in a slightly tougher environment than the one you're currently enjoying, you might not only get a blunt reply, but also risk a light shove, or worse, a prolonged stare that silently communicates one more word. And I'll turn this conversation into a crime scene. You see, listener, asking "how are you" in a too familiar way is a bit like slapping someone on the back, which is one thing, but doing it with the wrong person is like hitting them with a log, or, to be more precise, like trying to pet a sleeping bear. You might think it's a friendly gesture, but the bear has other plans. So, if someone is genuinely curious about your life, they won't put you in an awkward spot with this question, but those who are just testing how easily you'll open up, send them straight to the woods. They're either clueless about basic etiquette or they're social predators, and I assure you, they won't stop at just this one question. They'll keep probing until they find your emotional weak spot, like tiny psychological vampires, but without the charm. Sure, you might ask "how are you" of your best friend, but even then, keep in mind that it's just another metaphorical break, because if they want to tell you how they're doing, they'll do it anyway. And that brick? Better save it to gently nudge or, if necessary, defend yourself against the next person who tries to lecture you about this very topic. That's today's little life lesson for you, a survival guide for the socially endangered. And speaking of which, that's how my day is going. Perfectly fine, thank you. Unless you keep asking, then it might take a turn for the worse.